What's up, Fight Kitties? It's Lexi here, and I don't have Lady J with me, but don't worry, we're still gonna have a lot of fun. There's so much to talk about, so let's just get started with some Fight Buzz. All right, so for starters, we have Buddy Matthews, who there was plans for him to go to AEW, as we heard yesterday, and Dave Melitzer talked on Wrestling Observer Radio about the possible plans of him going, and apparently he might be appearing in House of Black. So I don't know. There's always a chance that he goes there. To anyone who didn't notice, I do have some iced coffee today for a change. No hot coffee today. It's actually kind of warm outside. Just pointing that out. But so next up we have Jim Ross. Speaking of AEW, his AEW contract is soon to expire. He confirmed in an interview with Jay Mart and Raymond that his contract is actually slated to expire in April, which is like in 2 months, surprisingly. Like it's already somehow we're in March, or we're almost in March. It's insane. So he actually signed a 3-year deal back in 2019. That deal is now up. So I'm wondering what he's going to do. Is he going to stay? Is he going to decide to leave? I have no idea. So we'll figure out. But next up, we have Carlos Cabrera. He was released by WWE. So he's no longer with them. He was a longtime Spanish announcer, and he's now left. Lucha Libre Online yesterday reported the news. After 29 years with the company, he is no longer there, which is kind of crazy. 29 years is like a whole life that you dedicated, put time into, and yeah, he's not going to be there anymore, which is insane. And next up, we have the River City Wrestling Con that is coming up. And that is Florida's first and only pro wrestling fan festival. It is returning to Jacksonville, Florida, here in sunny Florida in June. It's going to be the 11th to the 12th. So Bret Hart is actually headlining this really packed weekend. We're going to see Diamond Dallas Page, Booker T, The Outsiders, Arn Anderson, Ricky Steamboat, Malachi Black. I mean, there is a lineup of so much that's going to be happening that weekend. So definitely something to look forward to. And I don't know, maybe you should think about planning a trip to Florida in June. And seems like a fun opportunity. And we have Austin Aries, who is to headline the X-Law Bloodline event in Mexico. So last year, X-Law, he presented the ROH World Champion. He is the ROH World Champion. And he's going to be there for the first time in Mexico during this event. And he's defending his title against Super Crazy and Ricky Marvin, which is really cool. I think Mexico is going to be a great place to have like your first time in Mexico, and he's defending his ROH World Heavyweight Championship title, which is really cool. And so next up, Adam Shear. He's got a new wrestling company that he has launched, and this is what like their promo pic is as of right now. That's all I was able to see. So they have 2 events coming up. It's actually with EC3 and Adam Shear. So they have one that's coming up March 5th, and then the following weekend, it's like 3 weekends after, it's March 31st. They're having another event. So that'll be a really cool thing to watch, but they're actually going to be live in Orlando here the weekend of March 5th, and then March 31st, they're going to be in Dallas, Texas, but that will also be a TV special that you can see online. Next up, we have the Briscoes, who are going to defend the ROH World Tag Team titles at the Supercard Honor. Oh my goodness, that was a long thing to say, tongue twister there. So Jay and Mark Briscoe have signed an open contract to put their ROH tag team title on the line at the Supercard of Honor on Friday, April 1st. What is not happening on April 1st? Oh my goodness, there's going to be so much happening that weekend. So we don't know who the Briscoes are going to face. As you could see in their card, it's like, who is the mystery person? Actually, the ROH board of directors wants to hear from the fans who they want to see, which is kind of cool. So there's a Facebook group called the ROH Experience where it's a bunch of, fans of ROH. And, oh, I've got a comment. Somebody said, good morning. Thank you. Good morning. So yes, you can actually join this ROH, the Experience Facebook, that's the name of it, and make your voice heard. Let them know who you want to see go up against the Briscoes, which I think is a really cool opportunity. I haven't seen anything like that recently where you get the chance to talk. And I mean, we do community page on our YouTube and talk about who do you want to see next or stuff like that. But we don't decide who is actually going to be, in the match. So you're going to have direct contact with the directors of ROH. They're going to be hearing you guys. So definitely let your voices be heard. Let them know who you want to see. And our last bit of Fight Buzz news, Cody Rhodes is encouraging fans yesterday to watch AEW Dynamite. Everybody was like, okay, so definitely did not leave on bad terms. It's still very hard to kind of decipher how this all went down. It kind of seems like everybody has mixed feelings about the couple. And I can show his tweet here. He says, I'd encourage you to still watch it. I was very lucky that my hard work led me to be that face, but I wasn't alone. Nick, Matt, Kenny, Chicken, Jericho, MJF, Hang were as well. And all the new girls and guys putting in a shift now as well. So I thought that was kind of sweet that he tweeted that out and just letting all the AEW fans know he's still there and to keep on watching. And now there hasn't been any updates saying that he's signed with WWE. As of this morning, I checked just about 20 minutes ago. There was nothing. So I don't know what he's going to do. I mean, he is a free agent right now, but there was a lot going on this morning. I had seen a few articles in regards to Brandy. People were celebrating her departure. This is all speculation, by the way. Don't know if this is 100% confirmed, but apparently they were celebrating her. AEW was reportedly celebrating her departure. In a post from Wrestling Observer, Brian Alvarez said that he's heard from a bunch of people in AEW this week that there were many people celebrating her exit from the company, which is a shame because, I mean, we did see yesterday that there was, I think, 4 people and at least 4 people that we had seen posted on Twitter. We heard that Wardlow, I believe, was really sad about this. And I mean, we have heard a lot of positive feedback. I haven't heard direct sources, say so-and-so that things ended badly. So this is all he said, she said kind of situation. And Alvarez did say that there aren't a lot of people who are universally disliked, but some people have spoken up in support of Brandy. But he says, I can tell you, I've heard way more people celebrating her departure than I have people upset about her departure. So I will leave you with that information to do what you want and speculate how you would like, but I have no idea. My guess is that there is this bigger story that we're probably never going to find out, or maybe it'll come out in a few months. But until then, we will just wait to see where they decide to go, what their next move is. And I'm excited to see them as a free agent and what that has to bring for them. So we are going to move into our morning jab. Alrighty, guys, on this week's edition of the Hall of Fame, Booker T was asked if he'd be interested in being an agent or producer on WWE. What do you think he said? That's right. He said no, never. He said never, ever, to quote him, actually. He'd never want to be an agent. He'd never want to be a producer. He says the job requires you to have a lot of freedom. And for him to do the job correctly, he'd want to do it, you know, where he has a full schedule. That's all he has time to dedicate to. And he says if he were to do it, which he says he's not, his main focus would be producing young talent. And he did say the job requires a lot of micromanaging, which is a big reason why he wouldn't want to do it. And he also said that when he was in TNA, he advised Bobby Roode, Samoa Joe, and AJ Styles to leave as soon as their contracts were up. He literally said, hey, man, you need to get the hell out of here. And I thought it was a little bit funny because he was like, when I talked to Roode, I told him, for starters, cut your mullet. And then second, leave here as soon as you can. And he basically was like, they have so much potential, and I saw that in them from the second I met them. So he didn't see why they were still in TNA. And when he first went into the company, he actually saw himself there for like at least 5 years. And at the end of his 2 years, he realized like this was something he didn't want to do. He just kind of wanted to get out because he didn't want to finish his career that way. So I thought that was interesting. I don't hear much, you know, backside. I don't really hear Booker T in the news that much recently, at least. So I thought that was interesting to hear his little insight on that. But it is the final day of Elimination Chamber Trivia. So if you haven't gotten our pin in the comments yet for Kahoot, the game pin is 954560. So make sure you guys join in. I'm going to get that screen up for you guys so we can look at the waiting room. So I am excited for today's Kahoot. It is, it's our last day. I feel like we just started. This is so weird. But let's see what I can do here. I don't know if you guys can hear the music that well. Okay, I don't know if it's echoing, so I'm going to just keep it low. But I'm going to wait until I see a couple more people. Someone said, is that iced coffee or soda? No, this is black iced coffee. Fun fact of the day, I didn't have creamer. So I need to go get that, but I didn't have time to run to Publix. So this, in fact, is black coffee with a little bit of agave. And I know that'd be like really gross to most people, but it's actually really yummy. But it's really strong. So Chief Graybush, now that we're talking, you should join our Kahoot. Anybody else gonna join in today? We're waiting for some people. Alrighty. I know I see people on here, so there definitely should be people on. We've got Billy on. Hey, Billy. Anyone else? Alrighty. I saw Manuel in this morning. I haven't seen Keith today. Usually see him. And don't worry, guys. I will be back with Lady J. We'll be next to each other with our coffee mugs and back on Monday. Just things didn't work out this morning, but that's okay. We're still going to have fun. It's our last day, so I know that Billy is not going to be the only one winning stuff today because he's the only consistent player we've had. I see 6 people on. Come on, guys. It's a 6-digit game pin, and you just got to play from a different screen. But if for some reason you can't connect, a lot of people have been playing in the comments. So if you want to play in the comments, have at it. Definitely can play in the comment section. But in the comments, why don't you guys also let me know what you're doing for the weekend? That's a fun question to ask. What is everyone doing this weekend? Let me know in the comments while we wait I want at least one more person to join so I could start this game. I haven't seen Bebe in today. Oh, he's doing laundry while he's listening. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I forgive you. Laundry is important. You reminded me I have to do mine. That's all right. So if there is a lot of you guys listening in and while you're multitasking, it's all right. We'll play. I'll still announce the final answers and the questions so you can still kind of play along. So let's get started. And I guess we're trying to test to see how fast Billy can answer these questions. So Billy, this is your ultimate Elimination Chamber trivia. Are you ready? Let's do this thing. Day 10 Elimination Chamber trivia. Alrighty, question 1. Which team holds the record for the longest reign of the WWE World Tag Team Champion, which was from 1971 to 2010? Is it Money Incorporated, the Legion of Doom, or Demolition? What do we think? Demolition is what Billy guessed. Nope, it is the Legion of Doom. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Question number 2. Alrighty, which of these 4 wrestlers has Steve Austin not won the WWE World Tag Team titles? Oh my goodness, that's a tongue twister. So, is it The Undertaker, Triple H, Dude Love, or Hulk Hogan? Who has Steve Austin not won the WWE World Tag Team titles with? Yes, Hulk Hogan is correct. I guess somebody else joined in with us too. Bebe is playing with us. Our mystery person who wins like almost every day. All right, number 3. Who has the most appearances inside the Elimination Chamber without getting an elimination? Is it Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro, Wade Barrett? Who could it be? Dun, dun, dun. All right, we got one answer. It is Wade Barrett. Good job, you guys. I didn't know that one, so that's the more you know. All right, question 4. Who has the most victories inside the Elimination Chamber? Is it Triple H? Is it Edge? Or Steve Austin? Who's excited to see Steve Austin? Triple H is correct. Who got that? Was it Bebe? Of course it was. I want to know who the secret person is that gets everything right. All right. How many Elimination Chamber matches have there been? Ooh, this is a good one. 28, 32, 25, or 41? What do we think? 41 sounds a little outlandish. I feel like it's not 41. I wonder what it is. All right, 7 more seconds. It is 28. Correct. Oh my gosh, who got that? That's such a specific number. Billy. Good job, Billy. You're getting up there. You're in the thousands. All right. Who was the first woman to win an Elimination Chamber match? Ooh. This is like the ultimate Elimination Chamber trivia. It's like all Elimination Chamber questions. So you get us ready for tomorrow's Elimination Chamber. Alexa Bliss, that is correct.
Thanks for the feedback.
Oh, and my Alexa thinks I'm speaking to her. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my Alexa thought I was speaking to her. Next question. Where was the first Elimination Chamber match? Was it MSG, Sun Life Stadium, Staples Center, or Allstate Arena? I realized I said MSG. MSG is Madison Square Garden for anybody who's listening and isn't looking at the video. Yes, Madison Square Garden. Oh, look at Billy here's moving up on the roster. All right, which wrestler will not be in this year's men's Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship? Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles, or Roman Reigns? Now pay close attention to the question. Who won't be in this year's? Good job. That's good. I was trying to trick you guys, but I can't trick. Can't trick you guys. Someone said that. Monosodium, that's funny. During 2022 Elimination Chamber this weekend, Ronda Rousey and Naomi will go up against Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. Is this true or false? What do we think? False. So everything is right except it's Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville. Deville? I believe that's how you say your last name. It was a trick question. I changed one of the girls. I knew I'd trick you guys up somehow. All right. Final question. This year's 2022 WWE Elimination Chamber event will take place in Saudi Arabia. True or false? True. Okay. Me and Lady J yesterday went out for lunch. Fun fact, we went out to lunch to Hooters. And we were trying to figure out, we had no idea that, I think it was yesterday at lunch, we figured out that it was in Saudi Arabia. And we were like, wait, what? We had no idea. So in case you guys were confused as us, oh, and Baby won! He is our final winner of this past 2 weeks Elimination Chamber trivia. So I would love if he can reveal himself in the comments, and we will let you know how to get set up with a fun, with your fun, prize for winning. And I think that was a really fun game. Because before in the trivia, I don't know if you guys heard, I said MSG for Madison Square Garden. So someone commented, LOL, monosodium gluconate. Oh gosh, not that MSG. That'd be quite strange. But all right. So you guys know what time it is for. It is time for some fluffy news. Alrighty, so there is a new reality TV series that is coming up with Corey Graves and Carmella. They announced their upcoming reality series, and they talked about this on the latest episode of Bear With Us. So Corey Graves and Carmella are actually going to have it on the WWE YouTube channel called Corey and Carmella. Very cute. So it's like it's conjunction with WWE, and it's full story, full disclosure. And she says that it's funny, kind of a funny story how they ended up getting the deal for this job. They got a contact from Glass Entertainment, which is like a regular entertainment company, because they had seen their podcast together, contacted her publicist, had no idea that they were even in WWE. So once, everything kind of, the plans got settled in, they brought this idea to WWE, let them know, hey, they scouted us for this show, that they're interested in us. And basically they created the show with WWE. And she says that she doesn't really like to call reality TV shows anymore, because it's really just scripted entertainment. And she was like, I want this to be as unscripted as possible, as authentic as possible. And she just kind of made that very clear even before starting this. And in the interview, she made that very clear. So what they did was kind of interesting. They filmed a pilot episode, which was like about 40 minutes. And then they took the pilot episode, chopped it into 10 4-minute episodes. So we have 10 mini episodes, and it's going to all drop on WWE's YouTube channel. So you can't watch this on like a streaming platform like YouTube TV, Netflix, something like that. It's just plain old YouTube, just the way you watch us. Don't have to pay for anything, but it will be dropping February 28th. And it's not like you're going to have to wait every week like I have to for Euphoria. Like if anybody who watches Euphoria, I have to wait every Sunday, but you guys get the whole series in one day. You guys are so lucky. Look at that. So they're dropping it, but they said that the date and everything is subject to change. Are we surprised? No, but it is subject to change. So if all goes as it's supposed to, you guys will be able to see that in 10 days, which is kind of cool. Get an inside scoop on their life. But moving on from reality TV, a little bit of sad news. The WWE Hall of Famer Devon Dudley went under spinal fusion surgery on Wednesday. He posted a little bit about his, what it is that they found. Turns out that the surgery he underwent went on way longer than it was supposed to, and he was really concerned because, you know, they had found way more problems than they thought. Oh, we have a breaking news. Breaking news, Cody Rhodes is heading to the Elimination Chamber. What? Is he? As a free agent? Question mark? I don't know. This is exciting, guys. Sorry, I just got thrown off with that news, but yeah. So, breaking news, Cody Rhodes is headed to Elimination Chamber tomorrow. So, okay, wait. He would have had to get, like, don't you have to plan to go to Saudi Arabia? Like, no? You have to plan. Like, you need, like, you need to show a bunch of things. I don't know what their vaccination or testing thing is, but, like, my parents just went on a trip today, and they had so many, like, regulations and stuff, and they're vaxxed and boosted. So that seems a little pre-planned to me. I don't know. Something about this is a little fishy. But exciting, very exciting. I'm sure there'll be more to come of that. But if there's any groundbreaking news other than this, I will be making a breaking news. Don't worry. But back to our Hall of Famer, Devon Dudley. Turns out that he was told he couldn't wrestle anymore, even though he had no plans of going back. He hasn't actually wrestled since 2016 and currently works as a producer for WWE. So we wish him a speedy recovery and nothing but the best. And our last news for Fluffy News, Jeff Jarrett's minor league baseball team was officially named, and it is the Springfield Lucky Horses. They have this cute little logo. I thought that was sweet. It's got like a minor league baseball team. I think that's nice. But it is now time for some Keeping It Strong style. All right, guys. So New Japan is returning to Hollywood. And they're also New Japan's headed to Florida. What is that about? So New Japan Strong is returning to Hollywood, California tonight with the following lineup. They've got Jay White versus a mystery opponent. Oof, sorry, hair in my face. They have a mystery opponent, and it is supposed to be a former WWE talent. Who do we think it is? I don't know. But we have the lineup is kind of cool. They've got Ren Narita versus Buddy Matthews. We've got Christopher Daniels versus Gabriel Kidd, Juice Robinson versus David Finlay, and Juice Robinson and David Finlay versus Jonah and Bad Dude Tito. Woo, that was a tongue twister. We've got Black Tiger versus Rocky Romero, Arya Daivari versus Kevin Blackwood, and Daniel Garcia versus Yuya Uemura. Whew, those were a lot of words to say. And so this will actually be featured on Access. It's going to be Jon Moxley versus Juice Robinson and Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Jay White. And next week's episode will feature Kota Ibushi versus, oh my gosh, I'm sorry if I'm saying these names wrong, guys, versus Jay White. And yeah, that will be the last episode with this like new and original content that hasn't been aired before on Access TV. And it is going to start Thursday, March 3rd, which is awesome. And New Japan Strong will be coming to Florida, like I said, but they're going to be coming to St. Petersburg on March 20th. And I think that's awesome. They're going everywhere this past month. Wow. And Hiroshi Tenzin is out of the remainder of the Golden Series tour dates in Japan due to an injury in his right knee. And Minoru Suzuki has been announced for a series of GCW dates. So March 31st for Dallas Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. March 1st in Dallas. Sorry, April 1st in Dallas. And for Joey Janela's Spring Break. He's going to be there for April 9th in Las Vegas, April 10th in San Francisco, and April 23rd in Detroit. What a month. Oh my goodness, all that traveling. I am jealous. All right. Well, it looks like we have a link to where he was spotted. So it seems as if he was actually spotted. He was spotted at the European airport heading to WWE Elimination Chamber. So, like I said, this feels planned. You have to plan a trip like that. It's very hard to go last minute. I know, I'm sure when you're got fame and money, you can do it in like 3 seconds. Maybe, I don't know. But it seems like a big process to go there and like have everything ready. So I don't know. I feel like they knew this before. And what do you guys think about him going to Elimination Chamber? Did anyone see this coming? Is anyone just as shocked as I am? And let us know in the comments down below for sure. The former AEW star proposed to have been taken at a Polish airport earlier today, discovering the photograph on a Polish wrestling group on Facebook. What would you do without social media? I mean, seriously, what would you do without it? That is really cool. I'm going to see if I'm going to do one last check if there's any extra breaking news about Cody Rhodes at the Elimination Chamber for you guys. This is kind of crazy. All right, let's see what this says. Yeah, he was spotted at a European airport. And the most obvious speculation is that he's going to be there for, Elimination Chamber. And whether or not WWE and Rhodes have come to an agreement has not been confirmed. WWE personnel knew of Cody's impending AEW split before it happened. However, and its representatives have reportedly already met with the former AEW EVP over a big money deal. So crazy. So definitely more happens behind the scenes than we know for sure. And this is some really awesome, crazy news updates. And please make sure you guys stay tuned in for the updates on or a recap for the Elimination Chamber this weekend. So I believe that's actually going to be Lady J and Billy, but like wrestling, it is subject to change. I don't know. I actually have no idea. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure it's the two of them. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I had a lot of fun today for our last day of Elimination Chamber trivia, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Please take a moment to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And of course, for some more Fight Kitties content, you can click the link down below. And that is all I've got for you guys. Until next time, I'm Lexi. Bye, guys.